RVJedeye, and I am here with another RV renovation for my rig. I am going to install this, the Thetford Aqua Magic toilet, replacing my old toilet. The old toilet was jamming up a little bit in the back part, so I picked up this Aqua Magic. It is the similar toilet that I have in there, and I'm going to install that and show you how I go about it. Now, everything that I've looked at online to learn how to do this says it takes anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, and somewhere in the middle, I think that's what it's going to end up for me. This is an RV renovation I think anybody can do at home. You can get this pretty much anywhere online, at a store, and then the install itself should be something that you could do at home. So I'm going to show you and take you through this whole process. Hopefully it won't take me quite an hour, but it probably will take me a little bit of time. So let's get this thing going. So let's get this going, the unboxing, the moment we've all been waiting for. There's some of the manuals, and then here is the toilet itself. Fairly light. I thought it would be heavier for some reason, but it's not. And the important piece, the O-ring there that connects to the floor. So this is the toilet itself, all one piece. Has a spray nozzle, which my old toilet does as well. This comes with it, the two bolts that you hook to the floor. These are the new bolts. You want to replace the old ones. And this is the ring that goes on the bottom of the toilet that helps to keep it all sucked down so that there's no leaking. You gotta replace the old one with the new one, so that's all here. So all the parts are here. It's time to go into the bathroom, take out the old toilet, and then start putting in the new one. Next, you have to unhook the toilet from the floor. There are two bolts, both on the right and left-hand side. You just want to unhook those, and then the toilet itself will lift up easily. There'll still be the old flange on the bottom with the rubber seal. You'll remove that a little bit later. Make sure you also twist off your water hose in the back. That's the connection that has water in there, and there's a little bit of water that will come out when you do that, so make sure you have a towel there, and then you just remove the toilet, take it outside. So getting the old toilet out wasn't as bad as I thought. There is some water that comes out just a little bit from the hose, but for the most part everything was easy and clean. Now it's time to get the old ring and the old bolt out from the toilet area, and then put the new ones in, and then get the new toilet in. Now this turned out to be an adventure. The first bolt came off really easy. The second one, you know, I tried to pull it, I tried to jam it. It was not coming off easily, so I went ahead and removed the O-ring, and you can see just how disgusting that was. Put it in a plastic bag, just had to remove that. And then it was trying to figure out how to get that one bolt back. At first, I thought, well, maybe I can just use a hammer and scoot it out. That didn't seem to work, and then I decided, well, let's use the drill and unhook the flange a little bit there, and then boom, that was the magic. That did the trick. It's coming. Ah, it's almost there. Ah, got it off. So this one bolt was the holdup. Got it off. Let's get the other stuff in now. So the next part of getting the toilet replaced, getting this O-ring on the bottom of the new toilet, and then getting these new bolts back in and putting the whole unit back on its system. Now what you notice about this ring is that there are two sides. There's one that's kind of flat like this, and one that has a little bit of lip. That's the one that actually goes up so that you get that connected to the floor. So let's get this on right now. As you can see, I cleaned up the floor around everything. This is where the new bolts will go in, and let's get those in right now.
Putting the new bolts in was a lot easier than taking the old ones out. It was easy, just slid them in, one on the left hand side and then one back on the right hand side, nice and tight. With the bolts in place, it was time to take the toilet and put it back in the bathroom. Pretty easy. You just want to line up the toilet over the bolts and put it down. There'll be a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. That will start to tighten down once you start locking in the bolts. After that, I connected the water line back to the toilet.
Now with the toilet on the bolts, you want to tighten the bolts alternating sides so that the seal goes down pretty evenly and makes a very tight seal at the bottom.
Now it's really important when you're tightening the bolts back onto the toilet and the rig, you alternate both sides, because what's happening there is that the seal, that O-ring, is making a connection to your floor, and you want to make it sure it is nice and tight because you don't want any leaks.
So everything looks good. Let's turn on the water pump and then let's check to make sure that toilet flushes. Okay. So there is a little bit of a leak. Let's fix that. So the water line wasn't fully tightened in the back, and that's why there was a little bit of leak, some water. I went back, tightened it up. Now let's check it again. No leaking out of there, but let's check the toilet. All right, here we go. This one's a hand crank. And water comes through. This RV remodel, done. So the toilet install remodel went without a hitch. All in all, it's probably about a 30-minute put together. You know, if you're not taping video of yourself trying to do it, it's probably going to go a little bit smoother than I did it. Just one little hiccup, actually two little hiccups. One of the old bolts, I had to actually unhook some of the flange and get that set so that I could knock out that bolt. And then replaced it with a new bolt and screwed the flange back down. And the other thing is I didn't initially attach the water from the RV to the toilet all of the way, so there was a little spraying at the back. I shut off the water, went back, tightened that up again, and everything was fine. I'm going to put a link to the Thetford toilet underneath here, the Aqua Flush, I believe that was the name of it. Oh no, Aqua Magic. I'll put a link underneath below, and you can pick it up, install it yourself, and have a new toilet for your RV. This one, I went from the foot pedal to a hand crank, so we'll see how that works out over the next couple of months, but I'm pretty happy with the install. I had a chance to actually use my toilet in the RV on a couple of trips, and I have to tell you, it is absolutely fantastic. It was one of the best investments I made. Make sure you look out, get a Thetford toilet. You can put it in yourself. Very easy to do, and it's well worth it. That's going to do it right now for me. Make sure you follow me all over on social media at RVJedeye, and of course you can follow my blog at RVJedeye.com. Whether you're out there RVing or working on your RV, do it, have some fun. It's all part of the journey. We'll see you next time.